Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Brown. I'm with the Carter Machinery Training Team. Today we have with us Sam Thomason. She is our local expert on parts.cat.com. And Sam, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. So this is the main screen of parts.cat.com. If you are familiar with Caterpillar and you have a CWS ID, this is where over in the top right, you can sign in here, and that's where you can put in that CWS ID. For those of you who do not have a CWS, you're going to click on the Create an Account button. So we'll go there, and you're going to be prompted to enter your location. So I am physically located in Salem, Virginia, so I'm going to click into that. You're going to want to put in the location that you're going to most frequently pick up your orders at. And it's going to come up with all of the locations closest to that Salem, Virginia. So click the one that's best for you. So I'll click that one, select. And then you'll fill out this information, first, last name. It will ask you for your dealer customer number if you have it. If you don't, no big deal. They'll be able to try and source it for you. Just please be advised, it will take about 24 hours for this parts.cat.com account and your Carter Machinery or your Caterpillar account to link together. And any machines that you do have listed on that account will auto-populate in this parts.cat.com account, so you won't have to constantly remember those serial numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and get signed into my demo account, and we'll go over a few of those awesome features and ways to use parts.cat.com. And guys, I am using a demo account today, so I won't completely finish an order. We'll get all the way up to the point of completing it. So before we get started, I want to show you guys some account details. It wants me to go to my cart. All right, so on the top right, you see this little person icon. I'm going to go to that My Account Summary. And one of the really cool things about using parts.cat.com is you can customize it really any way you need it to be. I really like this recent order history. If you need to look back at something you previously ordered, you can go through those orders and find that part or part number that you had previously ordered, so you can reorder it. You can also set up some shopping preferences. So if you consistently order to the same drop box, you can set that drop box here, or different shipping instructions. If you have multiple people using this, it's just a really quick way for them to not have to think about any options that they may need to choose. So you can customize it really any way you want. You can save some lists. If you're planning for an upcoming repair, you can create a list and add those parts along the way without having to order them separately. You can track your cores if you have any cores in process here. So lots of really cool features here in your account settings. But let's go into the different ways to order parts. So I'm going to start with that quick order feature. It should be in the black bar at the top. All right, so I do have a few things in my cart, so ignore that. But so up at the top here, this order information. Your request to buy date is the date that you absolutely need those parts. So it's your need by date. So just be very cognizant of that. You'll be able to see what's in stock and what's not in stock at your desired location. So if you see it's in stock at your desired location, choose the next business day, but you will be available to pick those up same day. For example, this one is not in stock at your desired location, so you may want to put that a couple days out to avoid any freight charges. But, so this quick order part right here, if you're one of those customers who traditionally knows your part numbers and quantities when you call in, this is really handy. You can put your quantities, part numbers here. You can instantly add them to your cart and check out. Very fast, quick way to get in and out. Also, if you build spreadsheets of your part numbers, all you need is quantity and part number from before, and you can upload those here. They all pre-populate. You will need to add a full serial number or make sure that the desired one is listed at the top, and you'll be able to proceed to checkout. Saved lists, like I said before, if you're saving a list of repairs, you can import parts from a saved list and quickly add all of them to cart and check out. So it's just one way where you don't have to fully find all those parts again. You can just get in, get your part numbers added, and get out of there. So that's just one way to order parts. We're going to navigate back to the main screen. All right. Serial number. If you know the serial number of the machine that you're looking for parts, but you don't exactly know the part number, you can look for them here by keyword. So like I said, if you have an account, your serial numbers are going to pre-populate right here. If you do not have any machines associated with your account, please make sure that you're adding a full serial number. Prefixes are a good way to get some wrong part numbers. So we'll go into that 303.5, and let's look up a filter. So we'll just put filter in there. We're going to find that part. So right here, you're going to come up with all of the things that match that filter description. You're going to see a little thumbnail graphic. You're going to get the part number and then the full air filter, the full name. You also find availability, price, and you can see some more specs of it. If you need some more detailed information, you can click onto it, and it's going to take you in and give you a little more description. It'll pull up that diagram. A little smaller here, but you can increase that size. You can find out more information by clicking in those graphics. Also, specs, diagram, compatible models here, everything that part will fit. So you back out from there. You can also add it to cart from here. You also can see your warranty information, return policy, and you see that this part is in stock in Salem currently. I also wanted to show you guys, I saw one that was in Chesapeake, which is a Carter location, and it says 1 day. So that means to Salem, it's going to take me about a day to get that part in. So just be aware of that with your need by dates. At any point, if you get confused on what you're looking at, don't worry, we got you covered. 844-CAT part is the best way to call in to one of our internal parts counters, and we'll get you handled. All right, so we'll navigate back to that main screen. And say you want to look up something by part number. You have that part number, but there's something else you need to know about it. So let's put in a part number here. Find that part. And it takes you back down to that breakdown. It tells you it's going to fit this serial number. It's verified to match your equipment. And once again, you get back to this more thorough breakdown. Another really cool feature here is those related parts. So you may need some additional parts along with this filter. There's some related parts here that might be a quick fix for you. All right, let's navigate back to that main screen. All right, parts manual lookup. So that's right here also in that black bar. We'll click on that. Please note that this is a more in-depth look at your part, okay? So, or your machine, your part numbers. So you're gonna choose that equipment, serial number breakdown here if you have those listed on your account, or you can cancel those out or delete those out and put in the serial number of the machine you're looking for. And once again, we're gonna use that keyword search. I'm gonna look for filters again. All right, so notice here, guys, it's gonna take you to, it's gonna section out the machine. So if you know generally where you're looking for a filter and you need some more breakdown, you need to look in the lubrication system, air inlet, fuel system, keeps going on. Everything that has a filter term attached to it will come here. You'll be able to click on the one you need. So let's go to the fuel group, and it's going to take you to more of a breakdown. So you're going to see that diagram there popping up. You're going to see all of the pictures or all of the parts associated. You're going to see their price. You're going to get that full part number, all those part numbers and the breakdowns. And you're also going to see what they're referencing. So number 1 in this graphic relates to that number 1 fuel water separator there. Prices, you can add them directly to your cart. You can click here to further view that detail like you guys have seen before. So if you know a picture of what you're looking for, you think you've got the right part, this might be a good way to verify. Go back to that main screen. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys, or one of the last things, is Sys. So Sysweb is what all of our parts counters use. This is how they're looking up your parts. And this is the most comprehensive breakdown of your full machine. Once again, very important here that you're putting in a full serial number. And probably the 2 best resources here that you can use is that as shipped product. So we get a lot of calls in needing to know how the machine was shipped. So you can find that build date, that full serial number there, the 303, you see the full acronym or model. And then you can also break these down. So this is exactly how all the groups of how this machine was shipped. And then you can go into the systems and components. And here you're going to get a full breakdown of this machine. So needing some parts in the cooling system, you're going to click on that. Here are the groups, the 5 groups associated with the cooling system. No documents found there. The fan group, you can go into that. And here it's going to pull up a larger graphic or a larger diagram. You can narrow down those parts. And you can also see the necessary or required quantities with this. So very easy way to get in and get larger graphics and see the things that you may be needing. And then once you get in Sysweb, so you don't have to back out several times, you're going to want to go to that return-to-parts.cat.com in the top right corner. All right. So last thing I'm going to show you how to navigate is we've got this shop by category. There's lots of different ways, different areas that you can look into, but the one I want to go over is the planned maintenance kits. If you are someone who does your maintenances yourself, but you don't always know everything that you might need for the particular maintenance that's coming up, this is a really good way to build that list out. So once again, you're going to put that serial number in. I'll go to that 303.5. We'll click search. Then you need to change, select your maintenance hour interval. So I want to go to 1,000-hour service, a PM3, and we're going to ask it to build that kit. So it's building that kit for you, and it will tell you everything that you need with appropriate quantities for that PM3. So it tells you availability, it tells you price. There may be some things that you need to choose, maybe a fluid type. Click that one. But you can add everything to the cart here. So it's going to give you everything that you need packaged in a nice bow to make sure that you have everything to complete that PM3. Or if you already have some of those things and you only want to add a few individual things to your cart, you can do that here. Add your cart there. If you see something like replaced, it's going to go to that alternate part number in your cart, or it's going to suggest you reach out to your dealer if maybe that part is no longer available. Once again, that 844 CAT part is the best way to get to us. So I want to talk about availability really quick. You can see it on just about every part where the closest part to you is located. So I know this filter right here is located in Salem. That is available for same-day pickup. This right here is not available in Salem. it's telling me it is in York, which is one of our facilities that we get a shipment from. So that should be your cue that you probably need to wait 24 to 48 hours before you can expect that part to come to you, depending on what business day you're ordering that. So just be aware of those availabilities. Normally, if it's one of Kat's or Carter's facilities, we can get it within 24 hours. If you do need something emergency ordered, calling us is the best way to ensure that you get that. Some charges may apply. So let's go into our cart and check out and walk through that process. All right, so this is what the beginning cart looks like. You want to make sure that the dealer store is where you want to pick up or where you want it to come from. And then the serial number, you want to make sure there is a serial number associated with those parts. And then that request by date. We do everything in business days. So Saturdays and Sundays do not count as business days for us. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to say I need this part by Friday, which should be 2 business days. And just know, guys, the best way to get something just stock ordered is give it about 48 hours. But if you need it sooner than that, you put that in there and we will ensure that you get that part. So you're going to put your request by date in there and then proceed to check out. There we go. All right, so it's going to take you here to the shipping and pickup information. We've got 3 different ways for you to get your parts on this site. So you can pick it up at one of our locations. So right here, I have Salem's address. That's been designated by what you put in by your dealer. So pickup instructions, it's just that request by date. So I said I need it by Friday, so that's 2 business days. If you need those in-stock parts that day, just click next business day and they will get processed the same day. So don't fret there. If you know something, it looks out of place or you really don't need it very fast, 4 or more business days is a good option. And any special instructions. So if you're a customer and you traditionally pick up on a dock, mark your instructions there for dock pickup, just so we know when sorting where these things are going to go. Ship to me is our UPS option. Please make sure that shipping address is correct. It can be edited right here. Shipping instructions on the right is the same as that request by date. Once again, we operate in business days and any special instructions that you need to type in there. And then drop boxes is our 3rd option. Based on the Salem location that we put in as our dealer preference, it's going to give me all the drop boxes associated with Salem. So our drop boxes may or may not have a daily fee associated with them. If you have any questions about that, give us a call or shoot us an email. And once again, shipping instructions, please be advised that with drop boxes, very rarely, if a part is not in stock, can we get it to you within 24 hours because our trucks leave so early in the morning. So best bet is putting at least 2 days on there to make sure that you are aware of when you're probably going to get your part. So special instructions, once again, right here. So we're going to say we're going to pick this up at our Salem location, and we'll go to that billing and payment information. 3 different ways here as well. We've got a CAT commercial card associated with this, dealer credit, or if you have a Carter Machinery account, you can link it there, or you can pay by credit card. So we will choose dealer credit. And over here, guys, many of our customers require purchase order numbers. Those need to be put in there. Or if you need an attachment uploaded, you can do that. Or best, if you have a promotion code and we're running a promotion or CAT's running a promotion, you can enter that here. We'll proceed to that order summary. Oh, you need to pick up instructions. There we go. So guys, this is the final stage before we were to purchase this. Please verify that all of this information is correct. The email is correct, the phone number is correct, because if there is an issue, we're going to call that phone number and let you know if something's off. You'll see those thumbnails, images of what you ordered. There is your tax. There's no shipping related with this, and you can place the order from here. Or if you decide you don't need these parts yet, but you want to save it, hit create a quote, and all of this information will be emailed to that email listed up here, and it will be saved for a later date. And you can easily go into your account, back up here, and activate it. So very fast, very high level overview of parts.cat.com, but it's an easy way to use without having to come into the store or sit on the phone. All right. Well, Chris, I will turn it back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Excellent job. Meanwhile, I also want to remind you of our next upcoming Shop Talks. June 3rd will be on daily machine inspections and staying safe and productive. Also on June 10th, we'll have a hydraulic shop review. June 17th will be frequently asked questions on generators just in time for hurricane season. And on June 24th would be undercarriage visual inspection. Just remind you here, as Sam mentioned before, if you have any further questions or any input, if you could email that to shoptalkchannel@cartermachinery.com. And we thank you for joining us today. And thank you, Sam.